Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the basketball edition of the Huddle. I'm Ruth Lang here with sports editor Mike Brown, and we're going to hit you with the high school hoops highlights because we are underway officially for the season, and our area teams, both guys and girls, gotten off to a really great start. The boys, I think all of our area teams, Mike, so far have a winning record, correct?
Yeah, they sure do. They're unbeaten so far. We've got Alliance is 2-0, Marlington is 2-0, West Branch is 2-0, and Sebring's 1-0. So it doesn't get any better than that, Ruth.
Right, right. And key players, maybe, Mike, already standout players. That anybody jump into your mind?
Yeah,
Maybe
it really
like for
does.
Alliance, Marlington?
Yeah, for Marlington, Brock Begg in their Marlington's first two games is averaging 28.5 points a game. I mean, he is far and away leading everybody in the area in scoring, and he's just having a great year. And then, at some of the other schools, Robbie Rouse is doing well for Sebring. TJ DeShields at West Branch, a young player, has gotten off to a really good start for them. And at Alliance, J. Ron Brackett had 20 points in the Aviators' impressive win over Canfield on Tuesday night. So those are the guys that really stand out so far.
We've got some fast-moving guys games, but also some of that speed is transitioning. The girls are picking that up as well and playing some fast-paced games,
Yeah.
even though they might not be quite as high-scoring. Alliance girls, starting out with a smaller team, but they have about 5 seniors, I think, returning. So they've lost one. They lost their opener, but they came back strong Monday against Waterloo. So there's a lot of promise there.
Right, and we talked about it last year, how they're building that program, and they got better and better as last year went along. Now a lot of those players have come back this year, and I think you're going to see Alliance get quite a few wins this year, which is really nice to see for them.
And Marlington, they lost their conference opener, but they lost their they won their season opener
That's right.
rather against Northwest. So, and we're seeing a lot of high scoring there too with some of their returning players, right?
Right.
Double digits for those girls.
That's right, and Marlington's got a nice team coming back. They lost a couple players, but they've got some nice scores coming back on that team. And really, I think with the NBC and girls basketball this year, I truly believe the team that's going to win the league this year is going to have 2 or 3 league losses. It's that kind of year where I think there's probably 5 or 6 teams that could beat anybody else on a given night. There's not that one. Louisville is the preseason favorite in girls basketball to win the NBC. But I just think when you go on the road in the NBC, if you don't bring your A game, you can get dumped. And I think this is one of those kind of years. I truly believe the league champion in girls basketball in the NBC will have 2 or 3 league losses this year. So it should make it fun every week to watch the games because you don't know who's going to win.
Sure. And speaking of losses, West Branch actually. They had an undefeated season last year, went to Columbus,
Yeah.
And this year they actually had their first loss at home since
Right.
December of 2013. So if that doesn't speak to the difficulty
That's
of the league,
right. Absolutely.
it should. But they have some strong players returning as well on West Branch, and they're really trying to work around and use everybody on their roster, would you say?
That's right, and the thing for West Branch that people kind of forget right now, they lost Melinda Trimmer. She's playing at Youngstown State now, but they have a lot of those players back. But they've got some new people, and the other thing too, they have a 6'3" center who was at another area school last year, and by the state rules, if you still live in that district and you want to play at another school, you have to sit out the first half of the year. Well, that's happened with that, and they will get in the 6'3" center, which a 6'3" center in girls basketball is phenomenal, and they will get her at the midway point of the season, and I think that's really going to help them.
Sure. Well, and so upcoming matches, what do we got to have for upcoming games?
Yeah, on Friday night we've got a full slate, and we actually have some of our area boys teams that will play on Saturday night this week as well. But on Friday night for the boys basketball, we've got Canton South coming to Alliance, the NBC game. Marlington goes to Carrollton. That should be a great matchup. It's tough to win at Carrollton. Marlington's got a really nice team. Sebring has an Inter-Tri-County League game on the road at Leetonia Friday night, and then we have 2 NBC teams playing in Beloit when Minerva goes to West Branch. That's the Friday night slate. And then Saturday night, West Branch has an independent game in boys basketball. This is a new opponent for them. They're going to host the Garrettsville-Garfield G-Men on Saturday night. So that's pretty much a look at the boys this week. And then the girls, we've got a girls game on Thursday night. The Sebring girls are going to have a Inter-Tri-County League road game. They go to Crestview to play the Rebels. And then on Saturday afternoon, we've got a full slate at NBC girls basketball, Ruth. On those games, we've got Minerva going to Alliance. Canton South will be at Marlington. Louisville will go to West Branch. That's going to be a really good early season showdown, I think, between those two. And then we've also got Jackson Milton at United. Salem goes to Carrollton. Warren JFK is at St. Thomas Aquinas. So we've got a full slate of games. It's early in the year, but a lot of games coming up this weekend.
Yeah, so stay with us as the season continues because the review will be there. Watch for us on Twitter at AllRevSports. Keep us in mind for the print edition. And until next week, we'll see you on the court.